Alright, hey everybody, good to see you. We're back with more House Flipper, guys. And we are going to continue the old parking lot turn to outside market. Pretty excited to see where it goes. I'm not entirely sure if we'll finish it today. We might. Also, a 1 like. Thank you, guys. Let's get going. We got to get in the project. There was some kind of a larger update as well. I'm a little concerned for why the screen is flickering right now. Yeah, it's like doing like a weird thing here. What if I go into our project? Does it do the weird funky stuff that's going on? I mean, it looks like our regular project looks okay, so I mean, it's so subtle. If you guys notice it too much, let me know. I can try to restart the game again, but it looks okay right now. Guys, when we last left off, we cleaned up this whole place. We have a bus stop vending machine area. We kind of just gardenified the front here, so it looks really nice. Left the trees where they were. A couple of these I might move out of the way because they're actually, like, going through the wall. So, let me just fix a couple of these, right? Doesn't necessarily matter if they're out a little bit anyway. Just means how they're planted is a little funky right now. It's just a few of them, too. It's not, like, all of them, but we'll just do it all so that we don't run into the problem, right? And then we built, like, an under walk path that's gonna have a bunch of really nice lanterns on them. Pergola style, fixed up the parking lot, added a new gate. I think I am going to do perhaps some kind of a ticket booth. I think that's really the only thing that makes sense to me. I can't really fathom what else I could put in there, except maybe make it, like, a small restaurant, but then, like, right by where all the cars come in seems a little silly, so I think that's what we're gonna stick with. Almost to the edge here. Alright, let's see if this fixes our seep through the wall problem here. Perfect, okay. So here's the project, you guys. We built a mock-up of what we think this might look like. A few of these probably won't be a full entity, but I just like how they have little awnings on them. We were thinking about maybe some type of a game in here. A proper, maybe just a few of them will be permanent, right? And then a couple of them will be actual little, smaller structures, right? Each of the vendors has their vehicles parked behind what we're doing right here. I was going to kind of theme the cars off of whatever the business is going to be, so this is as far as we got. I'm going to make some type of a garden thing here. And yeah, that's kind of what we're working on today. Maybe some kind of a feature in the middle. We're going to add benches and other things under this. May or may not try to put some kind of tarp or other stuff up here, but we'll have to see. I am going to restart the game because it is, like I said, it's like, it's bothering me now, the little slight flickering going on. Let's let it close up here. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay. Let's try again. It's still doing it. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to fix this. Perhaps in settings? Did my graphics things change? I'm not sure what would help us here. Weather effects on. Let's shut that off, maybe? The fog's already off. Okay, and then display. What do we got going on here? Hey, Ilse. I'm okay. Not too bad. Gardening, not started yet. It'll be a weekend thing. Right now, I am kind of trying to figure out why my game is being all... weird here. Does that fix that? Why would they shut my VSync off? Also, 2 likes. Thank you, guys. So let me go back to graphics. I kind of want my stuff to be back to, full. There we go. Let's see. Oh. We good? No more flickering? Oh my god, it's... okay. Hey, John Paul, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know how to, they just did a big update on this. Does anyone else, when they go in the game, have this issue that's going on? We'll just have to work with it. I don't know what else to say, except that it's incredibly annoying. 3 likes, thank you guys. Hey, Midnight. How's it going? At least when I'm in here, it's not too bad, but it is evident in some instances, so I'll try to warn you guys. We also got the parking lot done. We got the bike area done as well. So I think I'm going to start deciding on this. What on earth am I going to do here? Some of them I just want to be like an open... like, I didn't want it to be like an actual structure, but now we're kind of in the realm of that. Got pizza and cheesy bread? Heck yes. That sounds good. How far apart did I make these? 22 and then what? 22 and 15? Okay. How far back? Okay, 22. I said we'll have to see how this goes. I have no clue how we're gonna sort all this. Some of these will make like an actual you walk back into it kind of deal. I don't know if I want to give these things roofs though. It's gonna be quite a pain to do. I don't know if it even has to be this high. I didn't even check. Is that about right? It's actually maybe 1 too high. It's fine. Okay, it needs to stop at 14. Nope, right there. And I think we can probably get away with this for right now. Pizza and dang cheesy bread. Hot dog. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know about this. Nope, go up. Why is it so hard? There you go. Oh, right there. We'll stop it there for now. Well, you know, maybe we can make one of these, like, straight up the whole pottery thing. Maybe a permanent business could be here. Should we just make these all permanent? But it seems a little silly. Such tiny little things going on here. It's also meant to be kind of adorable. Endearing, as they say. Once more, I don't think they need to be this high, but we'll figure it out. I don't know, like, I feel like when I make permanent structures like these, it'll be like, for us, like, stateside, like the Renaissance Festival, right? Where there's, permanent, buildings, but, you know, they're just rented out for whoever wants to use them when the season comes up, but... Alright, I'm gonna break a port into here, and then we'll... I think I'll make this, the pottery. You bought the mansion this morning. Nice. So you're probably already to work on that, right? I'm trying to imagine if I made 2 businesses out of here. I mean, it's possible. Maybe we make this one like a clothing store. You know, I might put like little markers so we know what we're doing here. So like there's that. How many over is it? Okay. One more up. Because I want it to be where like someone could walk in. Look around and shop, right? I'm gonna get rid of a thing here. Too bad we don't have rolling doors. I mean, I know we have the garage doors, but I really don't want to build like a whole garage in here. Why does that look crooked? I might need to build the other one in the middle here so it looks more even. Okay. So if we do something like this, and then we give them each a small back door, so they can load things in and out of their car, I guess. Probably just some kind of a, you know, I've never set one up before without the, thing before. We'd have to put a window here, though. Which wouldn't be, like, bad. I don't even know how tall this is. How's this gonna work? Let me see. So there's a way to do this. It's gotta be something like that, right? But then is there... I mean, there would be enough space. Do we just make these OG? Like I said, they're more like for rent, but... we'll just do regular doors on these. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. I mean, we really could also just make it one big thing. I don't know. I don't know. This is really nice, actually, here. And the door is much smaller, too. I'm not sure how great this is for somebody trying to, I mean, it does open out. Yeah, I guess we could do something like that. And then they'll have a register back here. How far across is this again? Well, actually, we should probably be measuring from the interior, right? So that is 20. We'd have to make a double wall. I worked on it from the end of your stream last night until 10. No. So you got, like, no sleep at all, then. Like, none. No sleep at all. How high up can I put this? See, I feel like we need to make this tall enough for us to walk through, but... that might be better. Maybe we do something like that, and then... I still like the thought of this being like a, I don't know, like some type of fun little arcade thingy. I think that'd be really cool. But then we don't have to stress about not being able to get up under here. Alright, I'm gonna give the same doors for this one. I don't know, these might be permanent structures. Now we gotta decide what we're doing with, I'll just make this all one business here. All one dude controlling the arcade games. We gotta decide on a roof. A roof line. And whether or not it'll let me put it through that, I don't know. Well, now we can kind of see, though. Yeah, so they've got standing seam roof line, Japanese roof tiles. So I wonder if, oh, hey, John Paul, didn't you say last night you couldn't find the, Asian rooftops? We have them here. They're right here. It's under profile. So when you choose, you go to the regular roof style, you pick your shingles, and then you can choose absolutely East Asia style, so with the upturned things, or you can have it just be rounded, a slight bend in, and then what I assume is just regular. So just so you know, it's there. It's right there. And for anyone else watching too, there's your Asian-inspired roof here. Alright, pray for me. Let's see what happens. I might have to fill this in, but you know, it is what it is. Thing is, I don't want it to be, in this instance, it doesn't really have to be, like... Well, no, we kind of maybe want it to be over the edge a little bit. Hold on. I probably should make this even, real talk. You did figure it out? Okay. Oh, it does let me put it through this. I was not expecting that. I mean... It's something. Oh, I never changed this. Okay. Do we like this? And make them just Asian-inspired buildings? I love that I didn't need to close it up, though. What does this look like inside? I'm not against it. It let me keep my awnings kind of, sort of. We might need to raise this a little bit, so let's sell it. Don't worry, we'll figure it out, and once we get it, you know, set and good to go, then we don't gotta stress about nothing. Nope, just the one. Bro, place it. Nice. Okay. And let's keep going. Hopefully the trees don't mess with me here. That might be our issue, is the god trees might have to go. You know, now that I think about it, maybe we just seal it. Well, no, because then I can't have the banners up high enough, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see if we, oh, didn't mean to do that. I don't know. We might not be, we might not be digging the full-on structures here. Okay, well, at least that's covered now. So let's try this, and I want the pitch to be... Let's try that. I'm not going to remember the setting. Looks like a tooth or molar, for sure. You know what? We'll continue in the trend and see if we like this, because we can definitely stylize this a little more too. I'm not sure how I feel about no overhang, but we can't really do too much of an overhang with the with our other stuff going on. I don't know, let's keep going. Let's see how we're digging this. It's already done here, so let's keep going. Like I said, a lot of these I want them to be more like you walk in, but you could have some that are more arcade style. I want to make like an actual little restaurant, so maybe make like a ramen shop on this side, and maybe more of like a fruit stand market on one of these other ones. Like I said, a couple of them that'll actually be permanent, but the rest are more temporary. Is this high enough? No, it is not. We, like, just barely fit underneath that, just barely fit underneath of the awning little things there. Up one, and then across. Do not fall off here. Unfortunately, I can't just use only the, well, I can. I could do it, but I don't know. I just don't like how... I wish they had smaller tent pergola thingies. They unfortunately do not have that. Three. Nice. Well, let's also see if it lets me with the roof here. That might be an issue. I mean, they're kind of adorable. Or likes, thank you guys. Are those awnings the same height, though? Kind of. Not really. It's still clipped for me. Well, no, I think they're probably about the same height. They kind of look pretty darn close. Alright, what pitch did I make this roof again? Okay, 9 and 3. Oh, it kept it. Perfect. So we just gotta make sure we never leave this. And we literally just put it to the edge, because that's really our only choice here. If we do too much of an... Well, actually. But the problem is it doesn't let me go past this, though, does it? Hold on. I am not very proficient with the Build It tool here, aka the roof tool. Nah, it's not gonna work. It needs to be up just a smidge higher. Come on, boo-boo. Right up there. 1. Ah, no way. It's not gonna happen. You know, it's fine. These weren't meant to be, like, crazy looking. We're gonna let them have a slight overhang so they can get out of the rain if they have to, but I think this is pretty much what we're sticking with. We're just gonna make it easy on ourselves here. We got little buildings. So we got 2 storefronts here. Or maybe just 1, and you enter in here and shop. Let's put markers here so that we know what we're making each of these until we, decide officially. I think I'm gonna make this like an arcade, aka like a ball pit throw and maybe something else. This seems like a pretty nice spot to perhaps have, maybe like a clothing or purse store. Walk up in there. I think this side we could do food, so we could do 2 restaurants, like small restaurants, and then a food stall market where there's like open stalls to buy veggies and stuff. And maybe a desserts shop here. So let's assume outdoor veggie stall here with some of the stalls coming out to here as well. Maybe like a small ice cream shop. Can this thing literally just stand up right here? Perfect. Ramen shop. Do we have ramen bowl? Or just a restaurant in general we could have. I did want to have just regular food stalls though. Ramen. Perfect. Okay. So maybe we have this. I would like a pottery one. That's under hobbies. I love that they have an art section now. Or maybe they're like displaying pottery and working on it live while you're buying it. And perhaps this one could be a a calligrapher, maybe? Someone who who's a professional art, or maybe just an art studio selling art and calligraphy. So let's add this. Like I said, we kind of need little markers going on, you know, so we can kind of plan out what we're doing here. I love the markers. Are you going to do... Oh, plant flower stand. Good call. Darn it. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's see here. Where could we put that at? You know, we could just have a stand back here that is like nondescript, not like under the main one. That could be selling plants, maybe? If we do like another half shop like this one, maybe one side could sell the pottery, one side the plants, maybe? I feel like having a pottery store next to the plant store just makes sense, so maybe we do that. Thing is, well, I mean, the other building is actually pretty big, so I think we could make it fit. Let's put a pot right here. Okay. Half plant store, half pottery store. Art all around, maybe even like toys, right? Like a hobby section, right? Hobby art store, desserts, pastries, ice cream, something here. Outdoor market, open stalls with fruits, veggies, and stuff. Ramen shop, a small ramen restaurant, and then this would be purses and clothes store. I'm just not sure if I want to separate this or not, because the only problem is it's going to make it even tinier in here. I might just get rid of this middle pillar and just make it one big open thing. Let's see what that looks like. I could always add a pillar to, like, support it, but... So, like, just do that. And then, you know, when you're walking up, you know, you can play the toys with the kiddos or yourself, right? Come in here, you have like a widespread register in the middle, stuff you can purchase and do. In fact, if we're gonna do that, let's scooch this over. And let's just sell this. Oh, let's take it out first. Not make the same mistake we always make here. Not that. There, something like this. And maybe the same for these. Plant story might have to split. Maybe. Or... I'm kind of was trying to think about with the... We can maybe incorporate the dessert at the ramen shop and then make this the plant store. Because I feel like we need a lot of room for plants. So maybe we do that instead. I'm pretty sure we could probably fit the ice cream machine thing in here. Like they're selling like maybe gelato or something. Or we could set up a side something too. Take you with me. Okay. There. I think we go with this. I think this could work. Okay. Finish building the structures. We'll call it open like this, because I like the thought of having a structure. We don't have any cool micro tents we can put up. Instead, we just kind of have to work with this. Yeah. We'll go with that. All right. 7 forward, right? And then 22 across still, and then 15 back. One out. Cross first. 22, right? Oh, wait, this one was the weird size. Actually, no, 21 will be fine. We'll do that. Because then we could, well, actually, no. Well, no, it'll be fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Totally not, crazy here. I really should have measured how tall the rest of the building is, but, you know, we'll work with it, right? I was about to say, with it being uneven, we could actually make a middle pillar for this and have it not look funky. We could have the pottery area more enclosed. Dare I say we put an actual smelter in here? Oh, you know what? Instead of having an awning here, we put the smelter out here, so we make only a partial portal. Maybe like windows on the side here, so you can see them spinning the pottery and stuff. That would be cool. We're gonna make this work. Again, I don't know how tall I need to actually make this, so... This is what I get for not paying attention to the last two we built. And you know what? If we're gonna make them semi-permanent, maybe we give them like a little address, maybe? I don't know, like a little something something. Nope. Please. Just let me build this dang thing. Okay, and then across. I'm just gonna assume what we did was correct. I just don't want them to be uneven. And I do still want the front awnings to be there for shade. Minus wherever we decide to put the smelter. That's under hobbies still, right? How big is this? Oh lord, it's huge. Did not mean to do that. So what brick is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 11th brick? Totally safe having this here. Probably right here. Let's see if where I place it is correct here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Okay, and then we do this. Rip. Honestly, I'm not against this. I might want to scooch this over just a smidge. So we need to make the roof just one higher than this. So what height is this already? This is our good time to measure this. So we're at 13, so the roof needs to be 14. The walls, I mean. The walls need to be 14. Are you guys remembering all the numbers for me? Totally okay, I get it. It's a lot to remember. I'm glad it lets me build while I'm on it. Okay, add a door. We will edit these as we go. I'm not entirely sure how we, how we want to really do this. Did I make the other one the opposite way? No, I did not. Let's turn this around real quick. There. How did this happen? I went out one extra, did I? Rest in peace to this. Oh my gosh. Nope, just let me take it off there. It doesn't let you resize this, does it? You know, it's fine. We'll fix this, because I want it to be all the same. I didn't realize I did not do that, so... Hey, Worst, how's it going? I'm building structures and already making mistakes. You know how it goes. There, it should be this. The back door should be able to fully open. Much better. Okay. And that should be even with the rest of the buildings? Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, I will have to redo the roof on this, but it's fine. And don't worry, just like before, we are going to be sure all the other stuff is making sense, right? Little overhang just like before. Right. I went out that far for the other ones, didn't I? That way there's like a little, you know, you don't have runoff if you're getting some rain going on. Unfortunately, I can't really, I can't do an overhang too much with this. Actually, maybe I could. I saw that too, Worst. I'm excited. They didn't really kind of... Here's the thing, though. I mean, I guess actually it's probably better. If it comes out kind of close, I imagine they're going to try to release it where people have time to play it before Witcher 4, but I guess it'd be fine if it overlapped a little bit. But I did see that, so hopefully it's awesome. Having the roof with this thing here is going to be interesting. It might prove to be a problem. I don't know, I kind of want to overhang for all of it. Is that too much? We do have these here, though. Yeah, I think we might want to try it. Okay, hold on. There's a way to do this. I don't make the roofs that often, you guys, so I kind of am not good at the roof thing. I think if I put it right here, and then I put one right here, okay, let me see if that works, because if it does, that should cover once I put the roof on. And then it should let me reach all the way across. Oh, no, not that. One more. And then let me go down here. Because we really just want it to be over one, slightly, right? That work? There, that feels way better. I think we do that. And then let's get rid of this, because we shouldn't need it anymore. Much better. Okay. Let's fix all the roofs real quick. Good thing we didn't get too far with that. So add one here. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Just right there. Absolutely spat me out right here. So we were able to do this across. Oh, no, I already messed up. 1 out for each. It does kind of slightly go into the beams, but they're just nestled up against them. It'll be fine. I'm not going to stress it too much, but that looks a lot nicer, though. Okay. We're on a roll here. Let's determine how this is going to work with our, our cook oven here. You know, we could have it back here. Would someone dare steal an oven from here? Unironically, you could almost get rid of one of the trucks and put it right here, couldn't you? Maybe we do that. Get some of our money back for this, and then move this out back. Maybe they can have, like, a demonstration back there. That way no one hurts themselves trying to, get all that there. You get to make a store run in an hour. I mean, if it must be done. I'm not sure if you, I mean, you don't sound all too enthused about it, but, you know. I'm not against this. Do they have, probably under construction, huh? Do they have cones? Do they have cones at all? No traffic cones. Wife needs the supplies. Gotcha. Well, then that just means you need to be an extra awesome husband and maybe get, like, something salty or sweet, right? 5 likes. Hey, Wade. Thank you. How's it going? Under... Well, no. That would still be the same thing. Under this. Just trying to think of some way to make this, honestly, probably just something like this, right? You know, that way people can watch the smelting happen. In fact, let's buy another one of these. We have to make it, why won't it let me put it all the way back there? What? Oh, because the gate comes forward? Right. Nah. We'll just get rid of that. It'll just be one. And we will, we'll put some other, maybe, shelving out here for the pottery to cool off, right? Team building exercise at work. Those are fun. Trivia contest, match game, and beer pong. Not real beer pong. R.I.P. Just regular pong. I'll give them a window here for the pottery. We'll do a little bit more of a modern take here. Because I do want the windows to be, you know... Actually, we could just straight up do this. No windowsill. Just a couple of these. Could I fit 2 here? Sure. We'll go with that. Where's my other tile? See, I told you we would need this. Yeah, we'll try something like that. And then the potter can be right here, maybe. Working on the pottery. And people can chill and watch, I guess. Be creepers. There. Something like that. I don't know. Roof. Roof, roof. Oh, I never got rid of the other one, did I? Nice. Okay. No, I know. I mean, obviously you got the Italian cheesy bread, but you need more than just the cheesy bread. If you're already going to the store, you might as well bring back an extra little snacky, you know? It seems like the mansion was owned by a young adult celebrity party. Completely trashed the house. You know, that sounds about right. Oh, they saved it still. That is actually kind of new. I felt like the past couple times you go in there and you have to, like, redo your settings again. Over one. Nice. I always forget whether it's multiple or just the one. Like that. There we go. Love it. We're in the truck right now. I think our mini market is coming right along here. Clothing store. Arcade fun thingy. Let's make the little artist shop down here. Maybe similar to this, where someone could watch an artist, calligraphy artist work and then have a regular store inside. I might actually do a clear roof on this one. You know, this one will actually let me go 22 across. And then did we decide it was, so 11 for the awning. So let's go one more. So it's actually maybe, no, I'm going to say it's 13. Let's go 13. See if I'm right. Okay, and then back. 14. 15 is already a block over there. Kind of like I mentioned, once we get the hang of how we're doing it, it should be pretty quick to get the other buildings brought up. Oh, sir. Brick wall, thank you. I maybe already made this too tall. We'll see. See how it goes. Everything's got to be even. Okay, across here. Like I said, a couple side windows I'm not against either. Might be adding those two. And we'll make all of them themed. It's gonna be perfect. Up 11. Which should be like right here. Dang, maybe I didn't make it high enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, it has to be 10, and it's on the 11th, so we're right. So I gotta go up one more brick, remarkably enough. Hey, DJ. Good, how are you? You know what? I think for some of these, I'm gonna make them permanent. Permanent stores. With the door. Doing good. That's good to hear. We are slowly but surely figuring out what the heck we're doing with our buildings here. And how everything's gonna go, you know? It has been quite a process, but it's going. Could I actually put that there? See, the problem is part of it needs to be like this, and then this needs to be... Let's do that. I might change this to be the darker wood for some of these. Ooh, not that. I wonder what wood that is. Actually, might be the European walnut. Hold on. It is. It quite... Ooh. Well, no. Each will be different. We'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good. Let's kind of set up stuff as we see it. So right now, there is a setup here. Pottery shop. Yes. Clothing store will be a rent-it one where kind of any business can be up in here. This is also a just... They're just going to take the stuff with them at the end of the night. We don't got to worry about that. Let's put a roof on this other one. A normal door. I would still like to maybe go traditional for this. So maybe we just mimic this. Because we wanted to do the calligraphy guy as well. Nice. And then let's get the doors again. We need to make it like this first. Then a door. Now, I feel as if in the other stuff they made it a lot closer. I'm not entirely sure how they do that, but from a distance it looks like what it needs to be, so we'll keep it at that. We will need to get the covering again. We are not going to modify each of these. We're just going to keep them the stone across the whole thing. I think that's fine. Plant store. Roof. We need a roof on this. Oh. Don't do that. Just a single. Nice. Okay. The trees are kind of going through that, but it is what it is. Okay. You know, we've done a lot of stuff. Let's save. I'm okay with making these walnut again. Well, let me copy the color to these. It does for that part. Okay. Hobby slash, yeah, hobby store. I didn't realize that the awnings were going so through the roof, but actually, wait a second. Why is that one doing that? Did I not make it tall enough? I figured the calligraphy guy is probably our main dude. The wall's too short. The wall's too short. Okay. Let's try this again. It needed to be one more. I forgot to add it, huh? Yeah, I did. Okay. My bad, fam. Needs to be just one more up. So would we say this was 13 before? So it needs to be 14. Needs to be 14. Okay, now it should work. Add the corner lots here. Can do the overhang here. Okay. Now, it should not hurt my stuff. Perfect. Okay. Like I said, not a crazy overhang, just something to make it look not just totally up against that. And then I'm fine with the awning slightly going into it, as long as it doesn't peek through the top. Like, maybe they built it that way, right? Alright, plant stores next. Once we get all these structures up, I will feel good enough to say that we will be able to decorate the outside, and then kind of work on each of the insides. I don't know, we might not finish today. Which I kind of figured once we really got our plan going. Yes. And then let's see if this one's uneven too. Some of these might not be totally even. So it'll be the plant stall one will be funky, but I'm not too worried about that, mainly because I'm going to make that open. I'm not going to add anything there. So 14 this time. Let's see if we get the roof right for once. I kind of wish, well, you know what? Caricature guy can go, we'll have the calligraphy guy be inside of that one. And we could have a calligraphy guy maybe, like, right here with an easel and a stool, maybe. Doing some of that, right? 14 this time, right? Although this seems a little shorter, though. We never put the back door on the other store, did we? Hold on, let me go back real quick. Thank you, John Paul. Truth be told, I love it when it's more than just the single block, because I feel like it's such a great, like, you can hang stuff from it, like in real life, right? But for a smaller space, I think the single's fine. It's just meant to cover it, right? And not make it look weird. Right, we got this guy. Oh, up. Almost. The plant store gets to be lucky right by the Sakura tree here. So fancy. Actually, you know, we could add other Sakura trees throughout the rest of this, too. I really like the big trees they have here, though. I don't want to get rid of those. I feel like that makes the whole space, you know? I also hate building the roofs, you guys. I do. No joke. The roofs are not fun. Actually, you know what? If we're doing the Soji style front, should we do Soji style on the back door too? We maybe kind of should. On the smaller side. I do like the smaller door. Then it needs to be like this, probably over one more. Regular door. There, like that. And then let's copy these real quick. We'll add some other lights on those too. Let's do it for this one as well. I think that was enough with a single block. Make sure I got that right. Oh, wrong. Wait. What? Oh, here we go. Okay. I still don't like that it makes a space, but I think it was like that in the other one too. Like the prop missions. Quest missions. There. Then if we're gonna go with the style, minus this one, I guess we'll keep this one a little more modern, because this is like one of the rental spots. There's not going to be an awning or something that comes down over this. Neither with that one, so we'll keep those as is. These ones where it might be like a permanent address, maybe, like a permanent shop, we'll make it accessible and look similar, right? This is going to be with 2 awnings. Lots of front windows and maybe just a traditional, just a regular door for this. So I do want all the plants to have lights, right? Plenty of sunlight, I mean. And this is a south-facing building, so I feel like that's a good idea to do. I think it'll be this one. This seems right. Let's put it right here. Is this 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, okay. And it still is underneath the roof line. So yeah, 14 up is our main one. And let's get a regular door. I don't know, I'm digging this door. It looks really nice. Like, it's a nice front door here. I'm gonna make it open outward. And remember, the rest will be windows. I want to be kind of even with this, though. Well, actually, if the windows aren't too tall, we might be able to carry that all the way over, actually. Let's change this the other way, though. Oh, you know what we can do? Man, it always comes in clutch. We'll just use the adjustable window. This one. We're acting as if we need to worry about it. Maybe make it any size we want. If that doesn't scream plant, I don't know what doesn't. And then we'll do smaller ones over here. With a space still. Not too tall, but you know. There. And then we'll put a majority of the plants on this side and put the cash register over here. Alright, let's add the roof. We will still have to incorporate some kind of, just regular front lights for maybe some of these businesses here. Oh, right there. Oh. Shot me up there. Why does that seem like it's incorrect? No, it's right. It's just because I'm really close, huh? Perfect. Okay. And regular back door for this plant store. Yes. It is getting slightly dark, though. Just a normal door here. We'll do just fine. It still opens. Perfect. Okay. Plant store done. Do we really want to just... Actually, should we just make it a permanent building and make it just a little grocery store? That kind of makes more sense than the ramen shop can just go to the grocery store and buy stuff. Do you think we could fit multiple of those 1 fridges in here? It'd be pretty tight, but I think it could be possible. A couple tall fridges for like eggs and milk and stuff. Fruit stands, and a register. And I think they have magazine racks now, so we could just make like a small corner for like newspaper and magazines as well. You know what? We're gonna make this an actual little store here. And you know what else we can do too? We could maybe push it back just a little bit for space and take away like a loading section. Then that would give us an extra brick of space. Not that it seems like that's a lot. I know you guys are like, but that's like nothing. And it's like, well, I mean, it's... 1 brick can mean a lot. This is gonna be the uneven side too. Right, this will be 21 across instead of, yes, it will, which is fine. Oh, and we will need to do bread and stuff too, you're right. Oh, the fry bread? Man, I wish. It's 14. I know they've put out a... They have the ice cream setup, but it's more for, like, a restaurant. I wish that they would have, like, a little... Maybe that should be their next DLC, have, like, some more carnival-type items. I know in the Scooby-Doo thing they added a few things, but... Like what you're talking about, like a fry bread stand, like, or someone selling hot dogs, or stuff like that, you know? There's not really much like that. Alright, let's try going out one more. Lord, go up. It'll be a very small grocery store, but you know, sometimes small is best. Oh Lord. There we go. Okay. I will break one of these wherever we decide to put the back door. In fact, I might have to get rid of the bigger trucks. Or we keep one and then make it smaller. I don't know. I guess all these don't need a car, but I feel like you have like the work truck for the business and then the employee car, right? But don't worry, we'll make it work. Oh, this van is actually just a ridiculously ginormous van. Maybe we'll just do a smaller of these. Game's gonna break. Maybe more so, like, they need to add, I know this is so bad to say, but, like, Roach Coach style food things. Food trucks and things, right? Did I really miss a brick up there? Oh, excuse me. I don't know, back on my warehouse job, we had a lot of those, and I felt like I worked with a lot. I know it's wrong to call it a Roach Coach. That's not always true, but that's usually, what they were referenced as. That's too tall. I think this is gonna be my 11 right here. Similar to before, I'm gonna treat it like that and add some front windows and stuff. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Regular door, and we'll modernize this. A few of these kind of are more old school, which is fine. But I think for a store, it needs to be more like this, right? And plus, this works so well with our other stuff here. Actually, I wonder if I could fit 3 or multiple. Could I fit half and half? Kind of. You know, I'll make a little space. Kind of make it a little different than the other business, right? And I'll only do from the front for this one. Oh my god, just got very bright. Because the unfortunate part is unlike the plants where they can kind of be freestanding, we need some more space for shelving, so it's just gonna have to be like this for our grocery store setup here. Okay, deciding on a back door for this. Maybe we keep the one truck, but the other one we... Something like that. regular door. Actually, you know what? Maybe we do 2 bigger doors for this. And I'm only saying that because if you were to bring in, like, stock or something, it would be easier to wheel in stuff this way, right? And let's just put, we'll do 2 of these vans. What vehicle or truck have we not used? We've kind of used them all, really. We'll color it differently. Like I said, once we kind of get closer to being done with our stuff here, the structural part. Okay. Roof. Oh, not that, not that. You know, I may or may not need to actually be doing all 3 of these, but I just realized I don't think I got rid of these. A little place markers. Okay. I'm so glad it's been saving all my, like, number settings instead of, I can tell that... Oh, I just saw that one. I can tell the devs made it much easier for the roofs. You know, it definitely feels like that. I feel way less frustrated. Before, I felt like I was just fighting myself to not add a roof to something, but it definitely is a lot more efficient, for sure. Like, way more efficient. Okay. Another roof done. So then all we have left is the restaurant. I'm really trying to wrap my mind around what we want for this, but it's like, why charge tickets if we have permanent buildings in some of these? But maybe it helps them pay for the maintenance. I don't know. Actually, we could make this the dessert stop right here, now that I think about it. Should we? Or security office? I don't know, I feel like in this area, we don't really need that. Oh, I know what it's gonna be. Let's make it a restroom. We don't, maybe security office / restroom. We don't have any type of restrooms down here. We'll just do that. Also, 5 likes. Thank you, guys. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. We're making great progress. This one is a normal size building, right? Yeah, 22. And we decided 14 is the way to go. This one will definitely have the tree peeking through here. Julio. Alright, next one. This one will only be 14. I think we can easily fit a restaurant in here. That's not high enough. Yes. Oh, no. Please. Thank you. Dang, I might actually have to scooch this tree over a little bit. Well, you know what we'll do? I might be tempted to seal the top of this, only because, otherwise I'd have to build beams across to suspend lights. How close down would the ceiling be? Actually, this would be a pretty tall ceiling. I think I'll seal this. The other ones will have an opening, because I don't so much care that the branches peek through or whatever. But the other ones, I would need a way to put lights up. Well, I mean, we could do wall lights, too. It's not out of the realm, either. But this tree definitely, well, actually, no, we'd have to rotate it. Because it's like, in here. We need to save. We're about to play God here, because this game does not like when you mess with this kind of stuff. Oh, Lord. Can I put you this way instead? Oh my god, it's still, like, in here. So hold on. How come all these are chill? Oh. These were, in fact, not chill. Can I... What if we scoot these back, and then we just add other trees? How far back should I go? It's just gonna give them, you know... It's gonna give them shade over their vehicles, right? Because I do like the big trees. I don't want to get rid of them. That's a little better. How bad are these ones? Man, I wasn't even paying really that much attention until, See, now this one's angled in such a way that it's not going through at all. So how would we have gotten that for the other ones? I don't know. They're a different kind of tree, I guess. Oh, hello, don't do that. I maybe just made it worse for this one. Scoot it back a little more. I don't want to get rid of them. How's this looking? Not good. And this one? That one's fine. So what if we... Let's rotate this. Nakey? Nakey? It's not ideal that the branches just hang on up over here, but you know, it's fine. Let's rotate this one too, and then we'll figure out the other ones. Oh, these trees are actually a lot smaller than these other ones. Okay. And in here, I think it's going to be fine. There's, like, nothing over that. Okay. We'll have to push all the trees back. I misjudged where the branches were landing, but now everything should be clean inside of these. And we'll just add another small tree here that doesn't impede our progress here. So like that, it just clears that, and this one shouldn't have anything. Nice. Nice. Okay. Cool. Ramen shop, we will fix you, I promise. We will have to, push these puppies back a little bit. Although now that we have it like this, though, I might be able to put it back the way it was if we're gonna put it all the way over here, you know? Ah, no, we cannot. It will have to be rotated. I don't really know where I want those branches to rest. It just can't be over this. I love how it's just gonna swipe vehicles as it goes by. But this is better. Okay. Done. Let's grab awnings. I do still want the same awnings. At 11 should be this one. Yes. Now this one I'm going to have a door, and we're going to have a, like, peek-through spot where people can eat with stools outside. In fact, I might even want to scooch this over just a little bit more than that. Well, Sure. Let's just go with that. This one I do want to be more OG, like the other things. Doors. I need a door. There we go. These thinner Soji doors are coming in clutch here. Although I just realized I might have these backwards. I think the door part is supposed to be the other side, isn't it? Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Hold on. So I think either one of these doors can work, right? That is not what I wanted. So how come it's... There we go. This. Yeah, I think it's the other way. Which is fine. I'll fix the other ones in a second. Let's get this figured out here. So we need this to be our permanent side. And then this, the regular side. Nice. Okay. And windows with... Well, I guess more like a food-eating alcove. I think I'll just make an opening. Just a regular opening. And then seats outside, seats inside. Well, no, probably the cook kitchen would be in this corner and then have other seating and a register right here. I'm just wondering if I should have some other types of windows here. Then you can let fresh air in. They are very tall, though. Do we not have shorter ones in this? Because once I get the overhang in here, it's not gonna work. Oh, maybe something like this? Or this one. Better yet, this one. We'll go with something like this instead. Let's go with that. Regular door in the back. No, we are going to do a specialty door. Said it just makes sense to do that. Oh, I didn't realize that this would be the wrong way. Okay. Sure, we'll go with that. We will go with that. I'm just gonna break this open. Kinda gotta really measure this though, because I don't know how high I want it. It's gotta be high enough for people to come up and sit on. Or sit up to, I should say. Put like a little shelving unit and then stools, right? See how tall a stool is. We could almost go down one more, maybe, but I also have to keep in mind, you know, we'll keep it like this because I want to be able to do some normal kitchen cabinets in here where the stove's gonna be. So I think that'll work. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's fix our other Soji doors here. That's just gonna be regular. So this we fixed. Let's turn this around. Okay. Oh. I'm getting stuck in my own tourist thing here. Stop it. Let's save again. We gotta put the roof on that thing, too. Switch these around. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, now it's telling me I can do the multi-door? I wonder why all of a sudden it's doing that. Cancel? Excuse me? It's like it already incorporated the door when it saved. That's kind of weird. Is that really how it's supposed to go then? Is that what we messed up on with the other doors? Then how come it didn't, it's like in the wall. How come it didn't, do that for me the first time? We're just gonna fix our problem. Oh, I know why. It's because I took one out but sold the other, of course. But of course. It's usually how that works, huh? Okay. Now it should work. That is going to be the permanent, and this is going to be the door. Yes. Okay. Once more, I dislike that there's like an actual physical space there, but, you know. Can't do much about that. Now let's take this out instead. Oh, no. I'm doing this backwards again. Stop. This needs to be here. Other way. Then this. Other way. Right opening. And complete that. Okay. I think we fixed them. I think it was supposed to be the other way, so I think those are all done. Rooftop for this. We're in it. Ooh, no. Right there? Right there. We'll fix the roof on this one too, to match the aesthetic of the rest of these buildings we got going on. Okay, cool. We have structures. Turning this into bathroom/security office. We could extend it a little bit past this, maybe? I mean, honestly, you could almost put a security booth right here, too, should we? So it just makes this a restroom and then a security booth right there. Because once you drive in, it gives you more than ample space to, like, avoid that, right? We could also set up bollards, too. That's not out of the realm of possibility, either. Oh, I just realized we didn't add... They really don't have... They kind of really only have a sign like this. For the special parking spot, right? I'm gonna see if there's other trees we can put here that could not interrupt our stuff. Unfortunately, some of the cherry blossom trees might be a problem. You could just put magnolia as well. Magnolia's nice. I did not mean to do that. I don't know, I just wanted some other color in here. Unfortunately, the other ones are a bit too large, so I think we might have to just settle for these, which are fine. These look really nice. Hopefully it doesn't encroach too much on our stuff, but... I think that probably just made it worse, right? Fix this side. About this side. Well, actually, maybe just fix that side, so hold on. If I rotate this... Now we're getting into gardening stuff here. Much better. Okay. Let's do something like this. And then we'll have the lanterns. You can see some other pops of color down here. Add some other bushes and shrubs. Now that we have the structures up, we could maybe put some potted plants and some benches as well. Are we seeing the vision, guys? I think we are. I think we originally had it this way. It is vehemently saying no to this. Actually, the other ones we maybe did more like this, huh? Nice. Plant store is also in the clear. Let's add one right here. It actually kept it crooked, which is great. Okay, that looks good. In here? Perfect. Okay. Pops color. Dare I say we put some kind of a... Maybe in the seated parts, we put some kind of a... We were only able to make that work one time, having like a tarp over all this, but... And I might put some lights in the middle too, to kind of make like a you walk up, walk down path kind of deal. Alright. Well then, the buildings are set. I'm gonna maybe plan our hedging and maybe a few more additional little lamp lights across this. Maybe our garden over there. Reason being is because once we get that done, then really the grounds are finished. We might have time to work on a few of the exteriors of these businesses here. But I have a feeling we might want to go a business at a time, you know? And make them a little stylized, right? Okay, next section. We'll go back and add flowers. I do like these holly. These are very nice. Maybe up against the restaurant it could be a little different. Something like this. Might need to move it out just a little bit so it's even with that, right? Little holly bush here. maybe one right here. We'll add some flowers. Then I'm gonna say middle is probably pretty fair. Could also add some ferns too. Geraniums would be a good choice also. Now these are more like death plants. We are not going to utilize those. I think we will leave... we'll leave some of those out of this, I think. Try to keep it a little cheerful here. Okay. I might just leave the back part as is. Okay, we got some other shrubs. Do they have new lamps for the outside of the, we still don't have... See, I wish we had... I bet you they're gonna be in here. Won't they? Yeah, these. I want these. You know what? We'll keep these kind of the same color here, because I'm not entirely sure what color we want to choose yet, so... Let's just light the way so we have lights in general. For now. Each business will have their own light as well. We'll add one on the outside of this, like right here. Nice. Similar here. I think for the toy shop, having something just right here is fine. Same thing with the pottery. Wonder why it let me put this one up higher over here. It's just a regular storefront. We'll add these. When we get these all lit up, it might end up being too much lights, but better to add them than to not add them. Actually, these ones I might put on the main switch with these, because these aren't actually like permanent. They're just temporary. Let's see how bright these are. I maybe made a huge mistake. Hey Rob, how's it going? Oh my god. Yeah, I decided the front area is gonna be my bathroom. Thank you, Rob. Let's do like 30 for each of these. In fact, I might actually, you know what? We'll make all the... We'll only do the interior lights for each of the businesses. And then we'll, wait, why didn't that work? Yeah, I decided, I'm gonna turn this into a bathroom here. And then maybe make, like, a very small security office with, like, control of the main lights to the park and stuff. Because I really couldn't figure out any other thing for this. I can't imagine doing a ticket booth for this, because I feel like I'm now making these buildings more permanent than they should really be, so... It was just a silly thought to even, bother with that, you know? If I copy style, shouldn't it... There we go. I was about to say... Front lights are done. I'm getting concerned by how many lights we are doing, though. I feel like once we get to the individual businesses, it's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. Now, real question is, do we want to edit this so that it looks more matched to this? We could just make these look like weird oblong roof on both, which I'm not against. Can I? I don't think I can actually copy it to this. Is my ladder here? But I think we kind of got the layout of what each of the businesses are going to be, as you can see by their little props in front of them. I'm up the wrong one. Oh, will it actually let me change the profile of this? That's really nice. Oh yeah, you kind of could. What does that look like, actually? You know what? I'm not against that. I might keep that. But now I gotta build a separate thing here. Let's go, like, right here. Not that big of a booth. It just needs to have space for, you know, an opening, a desk chair, and a small, like, thing here. If we do 8, well, no. Glass on all 4 sides. It only does it evenly, so let's do an 8. Well, let me go beyond this. Nice. Let's assume we'll go taller in case we need to adjust. I'm gonna do wraparound windows so he can see with a little door. I'm gonna try to imitate that roof. I don't know, if you have a car, could you drive through here, you guys? Rest in peace. 12? Come on. There we go. I'll have to build a wall inside. I just realized that. Well, actually, no. Let's see if I can just make the roof from here. Alright, let me go edit this roof to see what they used for the specs here. So they chose sloped 2... sloped 2. We did the bend in. Hopefully it stays like that. And then what else? Bend in with 4. Oh lord, this is gonna be quite interesting. I want to see if I could make it... I maybe already made this too tall. Hold on. Let's take it down 2 pegs. And I do want it to have an overhang. Just put it in the corner here or something. Oh, I just realized I didn't finish this, did I? There. Did I do that one? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try this. But to put it at an angle, this needs to be taller. So let's maybe angle this by, like, one more. I'm not gonna try to make it a crazy angle, but... And then we just fill it in. How steep of an angle does that look? Do you think that's, like, 3 taller or 2 taller? I'm gonna say it's 2 taller. Let's try it. Worst comes to worst, if we hate it, oh well, right? We just retry. I need this to be turned around. There we go. That's what we want. Stop it right there. We maybe did it. It looks kind of like this, a little bit. This one's definitely more intense of a sway, but I will take this as a win. And then this up here looks nice. Yes. How does it look from the other side? Will I have to fill it in? Nope. Sick. Okay. Now, will I be able to fit a door here? The next question. It might have to be something a little different, huh? Ooh. Never mind. Dude. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. I'm gonna just do the shapeable windows, because that's way easier to control. Something high enough where you can still have a desk. But, you know, an okay amount of visibility. Sure. That can work. I'm not against it. Get rid of that little weird spot there. I probably want to build into this though, right? Because that is definitely a space. Okay. Is it on the top? Nope. And we open this, and we will need to seal this. I could probably still add the desk and stuff in here. Let's maybe just do this. Let's try that. This guy probably has, like, the easiest job ever. I doubt there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this neighborhood, but, you know. Okay. I love how this looks crazier. I'm not sure. I think they made it look more extreme by extending it a bit more, like making the overhang like wild, but I want the cars to be able to pass through this, so just keep it there. Okay. Security office done. And I'm gonna move the light switches into here so that we, the security guy can just be in charge of the lights in here. Then we make bathrooms. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, entrance from the front, and then we put bollards. What do we think about that? We could also reverse the bicycles. You know, maybe that's safer. We make the entrance into the bathrooms from this way. But it is set up very nicely to have them go from the front. Let me destroy this real quick because I want to split this differently. And let's fill this in. For this size of bathroom, I don't think we're going to have any windows. That would be kind of creepy. Maybe upper windows, very small ones for, like, by the sink area, but this is going to be kind of a, very small setup here. But we are not going to change the footprint of this building. I want to keep it the same. Okay, I should not need this anymore. Okay. There was a light here, wasn't there? Is it just magically gone? Or was it in the inside? I wasn't even paying attention. Hey, Harry, how are you? How's it going? Actually, this store is really nice, too. Wait, how many did I go across? 2? We definitely can't make it open out inward. It has to go... Well, actually, we might need to. Ah. Let's see what happens. This actually looks almost exactly like the middle. Am I correct in that? 17? Oh, yeah. Middle. Problem is, I might have to sculpt this. Let's go up one more. See how that fits here. Did it build up to the top? Without peeking? Nice. Okay, bathrooms. Separated. Be able to utilize fitting a toilet and a sink in here. I think we could easily do that. Yeah, I think we do that. And I fear no windows. It'll just have to be as is. Signs. We'll put this in the middle. Why is it... Sometimes this sign doesn't always fit where it needs to fit, and it makes me upset. We'll update those later, but that's set. I kind of want to finish, Oh yeah, we never... Did they do this on purpose because it doesn't actually reach all the way? Did they do that with the other side too? Hold on. So for this, they just made the wall up to it. I wonder why they didn't do it for this one. We'll fix it. You know, for anyone watching this in the future, I mean, I went outdoor market, but you could almost make, like, a small neighborhood in here. You could do, like, 2-story, like, mini houses. And they could each have, like, their own courtyard and yard and stuff. You could even extend it. This could work for a 2-car garage, too. Or 1-car garage with a workshop, and then just make it 2 stories, like your top part's the biggest piece. That would look really nice, too. Now that I think about it. We're gonna fix this real quick. My only issue is we maybe should have done this when we first started this project, but that's okay. Alright, and they kind of just went up to here. There, that's much better. And I'm just gonna make it like the other one. They just use cement. Just use cement. I don't know if I could reach that. Holy shit, I reached it. Let's go. Because you know me, we can't leave the top naked here. Will let me go back here? Sure will. Problem is, Oh, okay, maybe not. I will be able to get back. We're good. But is that covered, though? That's fine. Keep it like that. Okay. Boy. I think we might have something here. I'm trying to think, though. I might want this to be the other way. Problem is, if I do open, it could just be up against the wall and you'd still have room for everything. Yeah, I think we could... That's probably better. So like I said, there are cars that are going to drive through here just for safety purposes, so we're not, Okay, we'll go with this. Also, 6 likes. Thank you, guys. Do we add bollards right here? I don't know, sometimes I see bollards and I think, is this too much? We'll do something like this, I guess. Leave space for if anyone has like a wheelchair or walker to go through. And just to like protect the corners, right? So no car runs into it, but I think this will be fine. Let's save. The game is kind of giving me some heebie-jeebie action with the glitching here. Okay. Okay. Now, what should we do? I'm gonna take these, because we do need lights by the bathrooms. Do we think one light's good enough? I mean, probably. I'm not sure why it didn't, light up for me, but... Are those other lights not on anymore? They're on. There we go. What else? I just thought about something. Oh, you know what? Keep this. By the, you know, that way you have lights where you get on your bicycle and stuff. There. Beautiful. We are going to leave this fairly free of stuff, I think. The only thing I can think about is perhaps we... Not necessarily right there, but maybe where we're going to have a walkout, have some bollards set up here. Yeah, I think we do that. Let's add 4 over here. I think I'll put my benches out too and our potted plants we want to do. How far out did I go? Maybe should have measured. I might switch this around. Yeah, we're gonna switch this. Hear me out. Mainly because, if we want it for, like, a presentation, right? You want people to be able to view it from here, like, watch the process, right? The fact that they can let you put extras in here kind of makes me happy. I think it still works that way, right? Oh my god, it does. Okay. I didn't remember if it let you just insert the things like that, but apparently they added that. Nice. Yeah, we'll just do something like this. This is good. And then we will back this in here. We know the business person is responsible for parking their car. I hope. And then you can have people watch as you fire the pottery. Maybe do some lower set shelving, maybe. To put a few of the pots to cool on. But there we go. Pottery section done. Let's save again. Okay. Benches. Benches, benches, benches. What do they consider them under? Like, they have them under this section, but if you just wanted to, like, strictly find only those, like... Oh, okay. I guess it's these. Very tempted just to use something like this, because, wow, it fits perfectly. Mm-hmm. It fit perfectly here, too. You know, then if you're tired walking around the festival, you have, like, a spot you can sit. Now our potted plants. What do we want to use? I'm thinking just something like this. How big are these? Just, like, something right here and right here. Out of the walk path area, but still, you know, there, right? What do we want to use? I mean, the fiddles are always very nice. But they are also actually pretty big, though. It's a little too big. We could also set up maybe a fern. What smaller regular bushes do they have? I know they have these. Not quite big enough for this. That's fine. Alright. Let's decide. The other ones are a bit too tall. I think these aren't bad. Do something like this. Go to more of like a tropical look and then see if we can fit some smaller ones there. And then let's choose... Well, you know me. Oh, they do have a smaller fiddle. Let's put that here. And smaller. What shall we choose here? Let's do some geraniums. Geraniums are always very easy to put someplace. I might have to crouch for this. Oh, come on. Oh, glitched a little bit there. Sure, we'll just do something like that. It's fine. This might not be conducive with this, though. So how about just some spideys? Can we put some spideys up in there? No? I'm building up a secret surprise. You'll like it. Dude, nice. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. Yes, this is not going to work. But you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. And then we add trash cans here. Let me go back to my geraniums. Well, actually, can I put these? Nope. The hitbox on the Birds of Paradise is a little too big. But that's okay. Back to business. Geraniums. Actually, I think they're right here. There's the tulips, too. Those are nice. Oh, hello. There we go. I might need to... Ooh, come on. Move these a little better here. Okay, we got flowers. The trash cans, I think, are in here. And we'll do something a little more refined, like this one. This one's a nice one. No snap to grid. Something maybe just at the end of the row here. We could add some other benches here, too. We're already breaking this whole dang thing. Probably like a hidden Yakuza bunker. That'd be cool, too. Having one over here probably isn't a bad idea. And then we'll put one by the security booth, maybe. The rest of these, I think will be fine, because there's already trash in there. You know what I mean? Let's save again. You know, we have only just begun. We still have to add so much more stuff to this, so it's gotta survive. I cannot have, I can't have the game fall apart on me here. I can't even imagine once we get to, like, the other houses, too. It's all gotta work out. No givesies backsies. Alright, go back to the fiddle here. Middle fiddle. There we go. We'll do adjacent. We'll do Birds of Paradise again for the one. It's in here? Or this one? No, I think it's actually like a really big one. That's why its hitbox is so big and you can't really do much about it. I can't let it stick out too much either because I don't want it to morph into my buildings. Okay, crouch. Let's go geraniums again. Let's save. I don't know. I like this pink color. Oh, in there. Come on. Ah, don't do this to me. It's really not going to let me put it in the furthest back corner of this. We'll see about that. Not today. Alright, and then over here. I love the geraniums. I feel like how you can angle them is way more versatile than a lot of the other plants. Okay. Walk path area done. Buildings established. Bathroom, well, carved to be a bathroom. Security front office. What now? Let's maybe build a... I mean, nothing major. Just like a really small little garden display here. Maybe some other trees. I might be able to actually put the Sakura trees on this side without it impeding too much because, you know, it's going to be over here instead of on buildings, right? Let's see what this looks like. How far back would it let me push it? I'm going to do 3. Problem is, how even is this? Actually, it's not too bad. 2. And 3. Yeah, we'll go with that. Can't quite fit one. Well, you know, we'll do the 4. We'll add one more. I didn't realize how large this was over here. And then I think we just put bushes or something. I was initially thinking about putting some kind of fountain and other seating, but with it being close to, like, the thoroughway, right, for traffic and stuff, I think I'll leave that be, you know? I do like the maple. I like that it adds some color, you know? Although we do have actual traditional cherry blossom, though. Should we do that instead? We only have one other cherry blossom in sight, and it's over there. I chose the magnolia because it has the deeper purple, which I like. I love that we have actual, like, nice pine trees. They're very pretty looking. How big is this? Oh boy, it's huge. If I put you here? Actually, this could work. These are just tall enough. I really hope I'm making these kind of even. 7 likes, thank you guys. Alright, and then we'll put this guy right here. That's much better. Nice. Okay. Normal bushes, or maybe just, we could do kind of slightly mid-sized bushes. Are these? No, no, no. We need the next size up. Hydrangeas are very nice, too. Just go something like that, and let's change this to... maybe to match the, geraniums we got going on. We'll do intermittent this, and then we'll add some of the other bushes, just plain ones, some ferns. Some ferns. I do like these ones too. Lots and lots of stuff we can do. Also add rocks too if we really wanted to do all that. You can't make them all perfectly symmetrical. You have to kind of put some breathing room here. All right, and then let's choose get the big star one. Put this like right here. Maybe we'll bundle these. Arch. Another arch here. Nice, and then let's make our arch, we'll move this over just a little bit. Oh, we got the other bush here. It's fine. This over. Push this back. And then we can do another threesies here. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Amazing. I think it looks great. We're gonna keep it like that. Last thing I might do... I wonder where the other ones are. Those weren't quite the ones. I thought there was a taller version of this. Is it under here? Ah, there it is. Okay. Just a couple, you know? I know we have the street lamps, but I don't know, I feel like this will add a little bit of something to these, right? We maybe could have made like a sand garden or something, but for right now we're just going with this. And then I'm going to lighten these. Excuse me, warm them up a bit. And then bring them down to like 40. They're just meant to be like an ambient glow, right? I don't want them to be crazy powerful, you know? Okay, there we go. And I guess that's that, guys. This looks good. Alright. Pedestrian protection in. Seating area in the middle, done. Edge garden looks good. Buildings are fully built up and prepped. We fixed the wall. Where are we at for time? We're at 2 hours. Okay. What should we work on first? I think we should... Maybe we consider working on security and bathroom area, maybe? Because like I said, each of these little shops are going to kind of have their own personality with them, and I'm going to try to match the cars with, you know, the theme of what's being sold there. I'm trying to imagine how we're going to sort this out here. The other lights being there, I might need to turn these down more. I'm not sure if I can do that. And actually, once we kind of get this stuff done, I could maybe add some more seating in the middle, too. Oh, that's definitely something to think about. Yeah, I might just do that. Because otherwise the middle just seems so empty, but I also know that, you know, you should have room for everyone to walk, you know, up and down the aisle, right? You don't want it to be too crowded with stuff, or once you get a bunch of people in there, will it be overstuffed, you know? Alright, let's work on the bathroom. Maybe we match these shingles for the tile in there. Let's try it. Let's see what we got. Tile. Doesn't look like any new design-wise tiles been added, which is fine. We could go with cream marble because we did keep the tiles going inside the buildings, right? I wasn't planning on giving them individual style flooring. I mean, that could always change, but this would kind of match what we're doing a little bit. Oh, what is this? I did really like how they did this tile, too. Let's maybe just go this. Guess that doesn't really matter. Let's go slightly bigger, like this. Let me see what this looks like in here. You know, that could work. And then do we keep the doors cream colored? I haven't really thought about it. We never, we need to maybe figure out our exterior here. Let's maybe do that. And we'll kind of do the buildings that are not permanent businesses, we'll make them kind of the same aesthetically outside and then individualize each other building here. Hey Bobby, welcome in. I love House Flipper as well. I'm so glad they came out with the DLC, for sure. It gave us some more stuff to do. We already finished the game and flipped all the other houses and the other DLCs done, so... and now we're done with the quest houses for this DLC, and we are in our first flip right now, so I'm loving all the new stuff they added. It's freaking awesome. And thank you, yeah, I wanted to have one of the builds be an outdoor market, so we went with it. I was mentioning before, anyone that maybe didn't want to make this property like a market or anything, you could actually almost build like smaller 2-story houses with garages on the back. Because each of them definitely fit 2 cars. So you can make like a little neighborhood or something. Another fun idea. We unfortunately do not have the fry bread, but we will have a caricature person at the very end of this, though. Step up from what we're, what we're hopefully going to be, getting, you know? I'm gonna try European, and let's try just regular... Got Japanese planks? That'll look nice. Let me make the beam part first. Let's try it. Just need it long ways. And then probably not the biggest, but like the next biggest cut size. Let's try that. Because I do want to still show the boards on there. Am I? No, I am not. Me and my counterpart on the channel, my husband, we're in Arizona. That's stateside. Yeah, apartment. Yeah, apartments or smaller houses, however you want to go. I noticed with this DLC, they gave us a lot more empty lots where you can kind of just make it whatever you want to make it, you know? Which is nice. In the past, you felt more inclined to just kind of pick something because the building was already there, you know? We'll stick with something like this, and then let's see if this fixes this. Much better. So, funny you say that. I mean, I feel like a lot of fairs have fry bread. I mean, I don't think it's probably as authentic as it should be, but... It definitely is usually there, you know? This wood looks so cool. I want to use the other one, but this might be too much. We could try it. Let me see. I've done so many flips, all redone with new floor plans and ideas. Yeah, we've added quite a few big extensions off of buildings and all kinds of stuff. I did not want that. Let's go next one up. I do want to try to keep these kind of... whatever we want to do here. I will have to redo the underneath of this too. I'm just not sure yet. Actually, this isn't bad. Let me see what it looks like from the other side, or at least with the whole building covered, and then we'll go from there. I do kind of want to keep the style if I can for some of these, but I know it's not always the case, right? No, I get you, Bobby. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Most of it's probably just, you know, it's not going to be the same at all, you know? Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you saying that. I'm glad you're here. I like meeting new peeps. Let me sit on this. Let me think about this for a minute. I'll probably change the color of those. We need to figure out underneath here, because this carries under, right? What would we put under the ceiling part here? The roof. You are right. It did kind of go with the fence as well. That's true. Let me see this again here. I might have to face this the other way because I never know which way it goes. Let me make that smaller. More like maybe 2 or 3. Maybe something like that. Because I want to do lighter in here so it looks a little bigger. Oh, I guess we better grab that, huh? It has to be the other way for that. You know, I'll just copy this. So we have two. We're going to have to do the security one that way, too. Let's try that again. Okay. I think that looks pretty chill. And we'll keep it like that for now. Remember, these buildings, I think I'm going to make our rental. I'm going to call these rental spots. Because some of these are actual businesses for the walk here. Bobby, when you're in here, you'll come to find out. Chat's popping once in a while, but a lot of everyone that's watching right now is also playing House Flipper right now. Well, I am in House Flipper. Everyone's house flipping while I'm house flipping. But we always give each other ideas, though, or something to think about, or if I'm stuck on something and everyone's like, oh, wait, hold on, you can do it this way. Lots of different ideas. That's what I like, too. I love that everyone in the community has, always has info to give. Did I just pick the wrong one? I did. Everyone gets engrossed with the house flipping. Or other games. They're just gaming it up, doing other things. For the most part, talking to myself as we go. No, see, I love that. I'm good with ideas. Now I need this one. Let's go across here, I guess. It won't be quite like the, Actually, that's probably better, because then we can enclose the window. I don't like leaving these naked or having to paint them. I want them to kind of be... Oh, it has to be the other one. That is the one thing they haven't fixed with this, is the angle of the, like, how you lay the stuff here. I wish that they would switch it around, you know? But... Or give you the freedom to, make it, like, the direction that you want, so you have to keep going back and forth between boxes. No, I still needed that. I'm gonna go this way. We're gonna add one. I know this is here, but that's technically the fence, so... Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Might as well snag this side while we got it. There. Okay. Let me do the rest of this interior here. Now, this should be the normal side because it's on the other side, right? We got that. So this should just be... Grab this other one now. Okay. I think we got the angling down finally. Underneath is chilling. That might actually be a full piece. I know they kind of extended that differently. Yeah, okay. And we should turn this around too. There we go. All right. Yeah, You know, I have a sticky note somewhere with all those kinds of notes. Fortunately, I don't know where I put it, but I think that is in there. I've been meaning to get into their Discord. I know everyone else in chat is, like, in their Discord and talking to them and stuff. I should probably do that at some point. You know, actually, I'm not against the doors being lighter. What would that look like for this? I know on all these we did black, but... You know what? Let's maybe copy instead. What would this look like? Okay, they're making that European aspen. Is there... Might go light doors, you guys. Is there a way to share the gallery with others? So what we have going right now is if you go to like the main page for our YouTube channel, we have our a community tab up, and we have people like Rob, John Paul, Sabrina. A lot of our followers will just take like a screenshot of like projects they're working on. I know John Paul has quite a few of his up where he's made like a waterfall and a lot of other cool stuff. You can post there. It's only photos, though. You can't put any videos up there. But we're kind of working on making a Discord that is in the making. But that's kind of like our inner rim Discord until we get our own Discord set up. I think we go with this, guys. I think the only edit I'm gonna do, just so it's not just to the cement, can I? Oh yeah, let's do this. And then we'll paint the strip. I'll have to re-get that paint, though. It's been a minute since we've been in that. I can put it there. Hold on. One moment. Let me just get this settled real quick. It's not a direct link. I can kind of just give you the link to our all-around channel, and it'll take you to where you need to go, and it'll say community on there, like as one of the tabs. Let me... Hold on, let me see if I can get one. Let's see... Let's try this. So if we do this, this should take you pretty much to where you need to go. And it'll, like I said, it'll be the main page. You'll see like the banner for our channel, our profile pic real big, and you'll kind of see like what's live right now, members and everything. But just underneath our name, you'll see like a bunch of tabs. One of them should say community, and it'll have like a little group of peeps there. And you'll be able to post there. You can write a description. I think you can post up to like 6 photos, maybe even 10. I don't recall how many. And it's not just House Flipper. Like if you have screenshots from other games that you're playing, or life stuff. Obviously, like, don't, you know, put anything personal about yourself. You know, like John Paul's neighbor just had puppies. He posted their puppy progress. One of our followers, Wade, just got adopted a cat named Coco. Posted Coco photos also. Pretty much just, you know, make sure you protect your privacy, right? Always make sure you protect yourself online. Online privacy protection. And of course, no like nudity or anything like that are the only rules. I think YouTube actually already kind of moderates that, but it would be appreciative. This is so dangerous, us just doing it like this. That's okay. Let's go this way. Am I ending the stream? No, I'm still gonna go on for a teeny bit. I'm gonna be on for a little bit of time. There, that's much better. That feels a lot more completed there. And then I feel less bad about this coming up to this, but, well, actually, we could just cover that. Because the doors come out this way anyway. There we go. All right. Maybe I'll add a little thing for that, too. I know, Bobby. Unfortunately, we, it is the internet. And, you know, someone, I mean, I really would hope not, but there are some people that might, you know, do stuff like that. Like I said, I don't like to assume, but I always say, hey, it would be appreciative if you couldn't, you know. Try to avoid it as much as humanly possible, you know. I might just make all this in here, the brick. It doesn't really need to be anything fancy for the office here. No, I know. I lay it out as a general thing. I don't want anyone doxing themselves or anything, because I'm in the community thing, but not all the time, so I don't want something crazy to go down while I'm sleeping or something. You know? It's just better to state it. Kind of like when you first come into chat, it, you know, the usual little box pops up about, you know, protecting your privacy and stuff. I'll say the same thing there, you know. Always good to watch out for yourself. Okay, so we did this. The outer building looks good. Do we want to, Exactly. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. I'm trying to decide what we want to do in here. I kind of want to do fun tile, but I know we've already kind of got some texturing going on. I really, really like this tile. Where is it at? How is it not in here? Wait, what? Hold on. Is it only wood for this design thing here? No, that should be in the regular. Hold on. That should definitely be in regular. But the problem is if you want to do something really specialty, though, is this the kind of color we want to pick? That's crazy. Warm metal. With it textured like that, what does it look like if you add a pattern to it? Oh boy, okay. I'm not sure about that. We will put a pin in that thought. What if we did, on the rooftop, we have kind of like a blue-gray going on. So if I did that in the cut... Maybe? Maybe Scion instead? Yeah, this is the new tile right here. And I just love the way it looked because they used it in the, they did use it in the other, opener. Like the what's it called? Boy, the quest houses. Used them in the quest houses. And I instantly said, I gotta use that. Must use it. I'm not sure about the floor. Let me just paint first. I might change this down here. We might be changing it. I'm not sure I quite want that either. I definitely don't want anything... I mean, maybe this? I want some contrast, but not too much, you know? Because it is a pretty small bathroom, so I don't want it to be just really cramped in here. If we do this, I'm probably going to change the other tile here. Yeah, unfortunately for the ceiling, it is a part of the roof, inside. So whatever is out here is going to be inside too, you know? Unless I actually, like, cap the roof, but this building's already kind of tiny, so... This looks like a completely different color. I'm not sure why it does that. Okay, so if we did something different than this, what would we choose? Let's get out of this. Maybe just regular tile like this. Something less obvious. Maybe just something like that. More simplified. The other designs with all the veining in them is just too much with the other tile. And I do want to keep that other tile. No, yeah, it does. And it's really unfortunate. I think a lot of my main issues I have with this game is actually really light issues. So like any kind of weird cast off or glitching and stuff, even if I take off like the shadow bounce and all that other stuff, it always has something going on. Or it just gets like unplayable to the point where I have to just shut off all the lights and just work like a room at a time with the lights off, or on. That is the unfortunate truth there. But I mean, otherwise, for the most part, everything does okay, but the lighting differences just kind of throw you off a bit. But I think this will work. This will be fine. So if we do this... This is probably the prettiest bathroom for an outdoor market I think anyone's probably ever seen, but... We're keeping it. It's it. It's happening. Now, we need a toilet. I would like to try to fit a baby changing station in here. And maybe a toilet and a urinal for the men's side here. They should be the exact same space-wise, so... Actually, this side might be a teeny bit bigger. Is it? That might just be an illusion. Maybe we'll make this the women's side instead. I gotta change these signs to be a little lighter. Although technically we should be putting a baby station in both, you know, but we might not have the spacing for it. That can work. That'll work. The signs are crooked, though. It's always these. Even if you choose precise placement, it doesn't always quite line up. Okay. Ladies' side. Toilet time. We can at least say we got one of the buildings done, right? They do have new toilets in here, too. I love that they have this with the back sink on it. I wish we had this a long time ago for our one build. Alright, yeah, Bobby, you do what you gotta do. Let's just choose this. This is fine. And actually, with the neutral stool is kind of nice. And then a sink. Let's choose... Go lighter wood again. I don't know, there's something about this with this just makes sense. Not snap to grid. I feel like 3 is always a pretty safe bet to place a sink. Height-wise. Mirrors. Let's just do a smaller one. We don't need anything too crazy in here. Light switch. I do love that they added these. These are very nice. Like an actual double switch. You'd almost get away with using this one. Let's do a single. And I should probably adjust this before we... Let's go like 30, because I think this is pretty bright. Let's add 2 of these lights. It just changed instantly. Maybe I'll keep the other light for, Let's see how bright this other one is. You know what? I might actually... Because otherwise it's not bright enough in here. I might place this like this, actually. Then we can put a... Oh, excuse me. Then we can put a baby station here. Baby changing station. The waves is nice, and it kind of matches what we're doing. Perfect. What else do we want to do in here? I might need to scooch this out just a little bit more, and then we'll need a trash can, a soap dispenser, and some kind of a hand drying thing, right? Actually, maybe... Yeah, it'll probably be okay. Let's do the regular one. Right here. Oh, it doesn't let me rotate it in this? I got so excited when we were doing the quest houses because, it let me rotate it last time, but alright, whatever. I guess not. Probably should do more of a standard trash can. Hey, welcome back. There, trash can. Soap dispenser. Oh boy, do we not have that in here? Do they not have the Morrison at the bottom anymore? Oh, here we go, here we go. Williams, I'm sorry, Williams. Okay, soap. I'm almost tempted to move this. Actually, we'd almost put it behind the door, couldn't we? Or maybe on the wall, but... Actually, if I do that... It still works. Let's try it. This is fine. And then there's a baby changing station. You can still move in there. And we can do this in the men's room, too, so that there's a baby changing station in there. And then... Which now we can move this here. I feel like that makes more sense. And then have a paper towel thing there. Yeah, right here. Alright, I think this will be good. We've got a bathroom set up. I like that they added the American items. I do too. Because... I mean, funny enough you say that. I would imagine in other countries they probably have something similar to this. Because otherwise, do they all have like a little regular soap pump and stuff? I feel like it'd be more sanitary with this kind of stuff, you know? Alright, this one fitting a urinal and a regular toilet. Do we think we can do that? I mean, technically we don't really need to do that, but I just feel as if we should. We could. We can add it. Regular toilet. And... I kind of wish they had a more compact one of these. Yeah, we do have a toilet roll added in this one. It's on the other wall there. We do need to add a toilet roll for sure. I say this every time. We're not heathens. We'll make sure there's toilet paper, you know? I might just make... I hate that it does that. Just make this regular porcelain here. Just do dark gray for that. Okay. And really, we can just copy... Oh boy. We are not allowed to walk through these. I might need to move that up, actually. So that the door opens and closes. Okay. And we need... Sinky. Up 3. Unfortunately, in the duplicate, it won't let me just put it where I want. A small one under the sink? For which one, Bobby? What do you mean? I don't think we have too much stuff laying on the ground. I don't think we, turn these down. But we'll make sure we shut these off before we, move on. Because like I said, I'm so traumatized from the last... from just past having to handle stuff, with the light glitching and all that. It'll have to be a little more under for this one, but that's fine. Oh, hello. Put it right there. Perfect. Okay. Cool. A toilet next to the sink? We could do that, but then I won't be able to put these really anywhere. It would feel weird for me to have these above the toilet. For this setup, it's kind of just the way this is set up. And also to leave you some room for your knees. It'll be a little different with the urinal here, but it's fine. I'm okay with this. I think we're done in here. There shouldn't be anything we're missing that isn't already in the other restroom here. Oh, toilet paper holder. Toilet paper holder. With all the new stuff added, they moved everything. Okay, we're good. Bathroom, done. Uh-oh. Aw, don't start this. You were just closing for me before. Why is it suddenly acting as if it will not open and close for me? Now I'm stuck in here. There we go. Okay. That works. Women's room is done. Is this going to be weird too? No, this one works fine. Alright, bathrooms are done. I have no clue if I'm going to carry these anywhere else. I think the only thing I might do with these, we could repeat this maybe in, the plant store. I'll put this down here so we can think about it. The plant store or even the pottery store would look nice too. Put this right here. Kind of looks plant-like a little bit. The other stuff, I'm probably not going to change the flooring. Maybe for the restaurant, we'll change the flooring. The rest, I was just going to keep the brick. Oh, yeah. Bathroom by the front entrance. Yeah. I'm not having any other ones. I was just using that for keeping this original setup here. And we added this. Security booth. Unfortunately, with the way we have these set up, there really isn't a way to add, like, individualized bathrooms. And a lot of these is purely just, like, someone rented this area to use it for a business kind of stuff. So, that's my reasoning behind it. I think the only way I could justify maybe adding another bathroom is back here, but it'd be kind of tight. I don't know. I might. We'll see. For right now, we'll just keep the one and see how far we get with decorating the outer of these buildings and doing other stuff, because we still got all that to do. I thought we were going to finish today. I was sorely mistaken. We've still got a lot to do. Yeah. Like, you could have festival markets, outdoor market, whatever you want to call this, night market, day market, any market. Just open air, you get to walk out, do some shopping, eat at a restaurant. We're going to have a ramen shop here. I'm going to do some carnival type games here. You can throw darts or some other, you know, fun games here. A regular open-air store. I put these as place markers so I knew when I was building what I wanted for them. I'm just going to do like a clothing store with purses and stuff. This one's pottery. You can watch the person throw the pottery. And we'll have the other stuff for sale in here. There's also back here, if people want to watch how the pottery is cooked and stuff, they can have that happen. Watch that. A small market. We have a little melon here. I'm just going to do a little grocery store. Here's the plant store here at the end. And then this will be like a hobby store. I was going to have a calligraphy person right here. And then sell toys and art supplies and have a caricature guy maybe sitting on the corner here doing caricatures. Stage performers? Not really in this area. I was kind of thinking about something for this middle section. I haven't decided what that is yet, because I didn't want to take up too much space here, but when we get there, this will probably be a last-minute decision, but some kind of performers would be cool. I don't know how I would set that up. I'd have to think about it. I don't want too many more structures, you know? And I want to keep this open so it's more realistic for the cars to pull out and be able to traverse this road and stuff, too. It'll be a little tighter for them on this side with a security booth, but they should still be able to fit. The businesses can load their merchandise or stuff here, or park and then drive back home. Thank you, Bobby. It's coming along better than I was expecting. I wasn't sure how this was going to work out. But that's kind of like every build I do. I have the image in my head of what I want to do, and hope that it just kind of works out that way. But yeah, guys. Holy cow. We're at 3 hours. I guess we should probably stop. I'm gonna probably be doing Theo Town earlier in the morning, Thursday, Friday, which is tomorrow and the next day. We're in My Time at Sandrock tonight, if you guys want to join me for My Time at Sandrock. Is this a new build or changed? So this one is, so you can see. So right now, this is what it used to be. It was just called Old Parking Lot. So we just took the old parking lot and we refurbished it and we added the buildings ourselves. This is just one of the properties they had for sale. And we made it into this, because there's the building there. This is the only building we kept. Everything else is new. Thank you again, Bobby. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's like I said, these kind of things are they're always just a work in progress, and sometimes I start building part of it, and then I'm like, you know what, this isn't quite what I wanted, and then it all just rechanges again. But this has been my modus operandum for most of the builds. We do the quest houses, and then we buy the we buy it and then flip it how we want. We'll save, and I'll kind of show you what I mean too. So I know, like, they let you move into properties and stuff like that. Save one more time. We kept the Scooby-Doo mansion for ourselves. How long have we been working on this current project? We've only done 2 streams for it, so today's and yesterday's. So, if you want to, Bobby, there's I set up just a House Flipper playlist. I kind of put them all in one, but I tried to match the thumbnail with each project. But if you want to see where I started with the one that we're on right now, just watch yesterday's, and you'll see how we started it. But yeah, we decided to move from the Peaky residence. I don't know why it's lagging so hard like this, but we redid all this, too. Should maybe sleep real quick. Let's sleep. So it's not so dark. The problem is, as soon as I turn all the lights on, it's going to be madness. Let's do midday. See if that fixes this. There's a lot of shadows going on here. Yeah, they did. I don't know why it's doing this. Like, we extended the garage on this. This was the Victorian mansion, and we moved into this one and made it our own house here. This is from the Scooby-Doo DLC, this house here. We made a maze. I have to move so slow. Did my VSync turn off? It did that before, too. Turn it on. Resume. That is so weird. Again, I apologize. It doesn't usually lag like this. I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, so we just take them and flip them. I'm not sure if I'm going to change my, I'm not sure if I'm going to change, I'm not sure if I'm going to change my house that I'm living in right now. I'll probably just keep the Victorian mansion for ourselves. Also, thank you for subscribing, Bobby. Just saw you added there. Drinking this real quick. All right. But you guys, next house flipper, I might try to play this weekend. I'm not sure. But usually house flipper is Tuesday, Wednesday at noon for me, and I post them early. So, the weekend one will be to be announced, and I will of course let you guys know ahead. But we're at 3 hours, so I'm probably gonna stop. I'll be in my time at Sandrock tonight. If you want a fun sim game, I am playing Theo Town tomorrow. Any last words before we call it for the stream today, you guys? I should probably pause this, actually. Bobby, it was nice meeting you. You have a good one. John Paul, if you're still there, you have a good rest of your day. Harry, if you're also still there, you have a good rest of your night. Rob, you have a good one. And Rob, thank you for sending the jewels. Appreciate you. DJ, you have a good one. See you tonight. Midnight. Wade, I'll see you guys tonight. Worst, you have a good rest of your day. Ills, have a good night. I know it's nighttime where you're at, too. And yeah, I think that's everybody. Lurkers, thanks for chilling with me, guys. 7 likes again, thank you. And Bobby, thank you for subscribing today. Guys, I will see you this evening, or I'll see you tomorrow. I'm glad you stopped in too, Bobby. I say this to everybody. My favorite part is talking to everyone besides playing the games, so, I like meeting new people. I like meeting new people. And yeah, guys. All right. Thanks again. I'll try not to keep you. I'll see you tonight, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. All right, John Paul. Post it on the community page for me. I'll try to check. I will try to check, or if you don't have it done, after this, just let me know tonight. You'll be in tonight, right? And no rush. You can also post it tomorrow, too. You're absolutely welcome to post it tomorrow. Alright, but yeah, guys, thanks again. I will see you tonight, tomorrow, rest of the week. Whenever I see you guys, have a great rest of your day or night, and have a good one.